What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another edition of Geek Peek, and today we're going to be taking a peek at some Masters of the Universe Revelations, new Netflix series. Kevin Smith had a big hand in this series. Probably a big portion of the internet is kind of pissed about this series, but I'm not. I dig it. I dig the artwork. I dig the storyline. I'm okay with what's going on. It's the first frickin' season. What we get? 5 episodes. We've got a long way to go and a lot of story to get through before we should start making any type of judgments. So everybody just relax. Be happy that we got a new Masters of the Universe. I grew up with this. I have originals, vintage Masters of the Universe figures from when I was a kid, from the 80s, sitting on that shelf back there. Excuse me. Sitting on that shelf back there. I've been collecting these things since I was very, very young. I could not wait to get home from school. I would get in the door just in time to sit down and turn on Masters of the Universe and watch it. I loved it. I had a ton of Masters of the Universe figures. I had the Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain, Slime Pits, all that stuff. I grew up with Masters of the Universe. I was super geeked out on the figures as a kid. Even more geeked out as I got older. It's like my geek level grew. I was like I was like a fine wine. When I was a young wine, I was kind of a geek, and as I got older, I became very much more of a geek, and that's okay. So anyway, I'm going to do both of these that I got in just this one video instead of splitting it up into 2 videos, simply because I don't want to wait for another video to open the other one, or whichever one I choose, and I couldn't choose which one I wanted to open first, so I'm just going to do them both in this video. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. If you do, well, too bad, it's my video. Alright, so this is Masters of the Universe Revelations, Netflix series. You can find it, well, you can go to Netflix and watch it right now if you have Netflix. And if you don't, I don't know what planet you're living on, because everybody has Netflix, and Hulu and Disney Plus, and Stars and HBO Max. If you don't have HBO Max, you're crazy, because you get free movies. You get free movies that go into theaters. You get them on HBO Max. So if you don't have HBO Max, you're nuts. I just watched Suicide Squad with King Shark and Harley Quinn and the rest of the guys. Phenomenal. Anyway, so Master Universe Revelations is basically, they're supposed to be leaving or picking back up where they left off in the series back when I was a kid. I can't remember if that's what they're doing, but that is supposed to be what's going on. So it says right here, here's the box. This is He-Man, Master Universe Revelations Netflix animated original series, and this is He-Man, obviously, and here's some artwork on the back. They could have done this, but I know they're doing Origins this way, but it would have been really cool if they did this like they used to do the toys back in the day, but I guess they can't, because Origins is already doing that. Master Universe Origins is already packaging their Master Universe figures like they did back when I was a kid. So anyway, I'm just happy. I'm just happy to have more Masters of the Universe figures. So let's open He-Man here and take a look at him. I found these at Walmart. They sell these at Walmart. They sell these at Target. If you haven't been to Walmart lately, they have a collectible aisle. Like you go down the aisle, and it's pop vinyls, and it's NECA figures, and it's they have some McFarlane stuff. This wasn't in the collectible, this was in a toy aisle, but Walmart has stepped up the game for us nerds, man. I went into Walmart, it's been a while since I've been there, and I went into Walmart and I was like, damn, what's going on here? Where did this aisle come from? And the pop vinyls there, they got the great big Master of the Universe pop vinyls, the big ones. They're huge, and right now I have He-Man, and Beastman, I think. I don't have Skeletor, or do I have Skeletor? I don't know. I can't remember what I have. But they had Trap Jaw when I was there, so I'll be making another trip there tomorrow. So obviously, just because I need more video material, and I need more toys in my life. So I'm opening this box, probably very strange, but it works. I do like the artwork. The artwork of He-Man on the back of this is kind of cool. And it says on the back, most powerful man in the universe, defender of Castle Grayskull. You know, I'm not going to read it all. Basically, this is his origin. This tells you what He-Man does. He is Prince Adam who becomes He-Man. Okay, so we got the Castle Grayskull, or the stone castle looking background. Toy photography. All right, and they package this nicely. It's just this, and then nothing tying it in. That is awesome. So he comes with extra hands. I'm not gonna pop the hands out just right now, but he does get 2 extra hands. Of course, we get the power sword, which is cool. They kind of stuck with the original design of the power sword. Come on, focus. Maybe. But it's bigger and it's cooler looking. And then of course they definitely, that's definitely the shield. I remember just awesomer looking. It's not a word, but it is now. And you can wrap it around his hands. So there's his shield and his sword. And then he does have the extra hands I told you about. And then, ouch, he pinched me. I wonder how many points of articulation. I think they said 30 points of articulation on these guys. 30 points. It says right on the box. 30 points of articulation. I'll prove it. It says it. See? 30 points of articulation on these figures. So this is cool. So he has his bracelet. Does that come off? That does come off. Yep. It's not attached. So that could be removable. His shoulder's up. And how do I... Oh, it's the wrong way. There we go. So now can we move his shoulder down? No, we gotta go this way. Then move his arm this way. Why won't his shoulder go down? Okay, there it did. So, 30 points of articulation. I guess I could go over some of the points. Some of the basic points of articulation. So, every figure nowadays has some sort of ankle, pivot or ball joint. This is just a pivot. In the foot. Of course, there's the boot swivel, which is kind of cool. It hides the joint when you put it there on the boot. It is a double joint. Is it a double jointed knee? It is. It's a double jointed knee, which is kind of cool. Posability, man. These are good for toy photography as well. So it's a double jointed knee, boot swivel, ankle pivot, and then you even get a thigh swivel. You get a thigh swivel. And then the legs are on, the hips are on a ball joint. So that'll pop out like that. And then you get the torso, which will spin. And you get a little bit of ab action right there. Then you get the wrists. The wrist will swivel. A double jointed elbow on this dude. So you get the double jointed elbow, and then you get the bicep. Where it spins, and then you get the shoulder, joint, and then the head. Of course, the head will spin completely around. All right, so there is He-Man, Master of the Universe, Revelations. His face sculpt is cool. I like the way he looks in the cartoon. His hair's a little bit longer. It looks less like a bowl cut. He looks less Asian, I guess, and I'm not saying nothing about the looks of Asians, but he looked very Asian, not so much in the cartoon, but the figures. But I like this. I like the look of this, and he does look a lot like he does in the cartoon. It's a very good figure. They did change this emblem a little bit, but other than that, this is cool. I'm digging him. I like him. We put a sword. Oh, that's why the hands are interchangeable. To hold the sword. Let me do this real quick. Pop this hand off. Yeah. Pop this hand on. Yeah. Simple as that. Bada bing, bada boom, quick. Put a sword in his hand. Oh, come on. I can do it. It's had the same problem when I was a kid. Try to get the sword in their hand. And then we can put this on him. And he is ready to go beat the snot out of Skeletor. Awesome. Fantastic figures. I'm so happy I'm a toy nerd. Hold on. I'm not done. Thought I was done. I'm not done. We gotta take a peek at Skeletor. We gotta take a peek at Skeletor. Look at that artwork. Look at that artwork. And they made Skeletor not such a doofus on this series. Skeletor was a bit of a doofus. He was the evil warlord. He could do some cool things. He made a lot of bad decisions in the old cartoon. He was a bit of a doofus. In this one, not so much. He actually outsmarted He-Man. So, there you have that. So, because well, I don't want to give anything away. If you haven't watched it yet, well, I don't know what you're doing. But I won't give anything away. But he outsmarted He-Man and the Sorceress. I don't know. He's not so much of a doofus in this series, which I like. They don't even make the characters like, you know, they always made Beastman like he was some sort of, you know, dumb, you know, unintelligent creature. To me, Beastman would just be vicious and intelligent. Like, he can control animals and he should just be awesome. But in the 80s cartoon, they made him like he was stupid or something. So anyway, but we're going to go ahead and open this guy up really quick and take a look at Skeletor. What they do have available right now in this first wave is He-Man, Mossman. Mossman is awesome in the series, by the way. Skeletor and Evelyn. And Evelyn is awesome in the series, by the way, as well. She's actually a good person for a little while. So there you have that. Let's get into this guy. Okay, let me open him up, cut some of this tape. So a little bit of tape on these boxes. I don't know why I'm opening the box this way. I can't figure out how to open it. The box is very different. Very different. I think it's supposed to open this way. But either way it works. It works to open it this way. So I'm going to cut this tape. Boop. And let's pull this dude out. More castle looking background. Ooh, he's got a cloth face. Yeah, man, this is nice. So let's get him out of here. The cape, the haddock staff, and then this thing he used in the show as well. So you get these two staffs. This haddock staff is phenomenal. It's not just one color like in the 80s. It is very detailed and very cool. I dig it. And then you have this staff. I gotta think what he did with this. Well, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away. You watch the series, you'll know what this one was for. And he comes with 2 extra hands as well, which is cool. And then we have Skeletor. Awesome. So here you have Skeletor. He has his cape. It's cloth. It's cool. He has this face. I like his hood. I like the design of these characters in this series. They look different than the original. Obviously, it's a new era, but I like how they do, like, you know, it used to be like fur. Like they all looked the same. I wish I had a He-Man character close by, but they're all on shelves. But they had like a fur, but they all had that, you know, and they all had either the fur boots or just the pointy boots. He's barefoot. These are actually his feet. He has these ankle bracers, and you know, this is iconic. The look is very much, you know who it is, even if you watch the 80s show, but different as well, and very cool. I love it. I love it. And so the points of articulation are obviously the same as He-Man. He does have ankle pivot, boot rotation, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, all the same things that the He-Man character had. And he has this Havoc staff. It's heavy. The Havoc staff that's some solid plastic, man. I mean, kidding, that is quality stuff. These toys are about $25, I think. Are they 25? I think they are $25 for these. If I can get his hand to go, I'm telling you, I had this problem when I was a kid. I would always take them into the bathroom and run their hands under hot water when I was a kid, just so I could get their stupid hands around their weapons. All right, so here we have Skeletor and his Havoc staff. We have He-Man and his power sword. And Skeletor don't have a power sword. He has the other thing. And the shield, and very cool, and they can do battle, and they will look amazing on my shelf. I can't wait to get Evelyn and Mossman for the first wave. I'm sure when season 2 comes out, the second wave will obviously come out, and we'll be keeping up with the toys that way through the seasons. So I need to complete waves as seasons come out. So I've got to get my hands on Mossman, I've got to get my hands on Evelyn, and hopefully we'll be doing that hopefully soon. Even if I have to order offline. I do like going out into the wild and finding these on shelves. I love that so much. That's very exciting for a collector to be out in the wild, be in a store. You see a figure that you've been wanting to collect on the shelf, and you can just pick it up and go home with it. That's cool. But if you can't find it and you need to complete a wave, sometimes you got to turn to the internet, and the Amazon is a beautiful thing. Alright guys, there we have it. We have Master Universe, Revelations, Netflix animated series, original Netflix animated series, produced by Kevin Smith. It's phenomenal. I love it so far. I know we have a long way to go and a lot of storyline to get through, so don't be too mad about the way the story's going. You got to give it a chance. Anyway, thank you guys for coming to the channel. Thanks for taking a peek at these Master Universe Revelations figures. I love Master Universe, and I'll see you in the next one.